Flying used to be an experience. Flight attendants had to fit the standard conventions of beauty. They would come down the aisles and carve roast lamb right before your eyes. You could smoke, with cigarettes often being provided by the flight crew. Only the wealthy had access to air travel, and it showed even down to the attire. If you go to an airport today, it resembles more of a refugee camp. Today, you'll see people in pajamas, Crocs, or flip-flops, carrying their own pillows, stuffed animals, and seemingly having no shame with where they will rest their dirty bare feet. Those stranded by delays will sprawl out on the floor and snore with reckless abandon to those around them. A far cry from the three-piece suits that used to be worn for the occasion. The days of Pan Am and TWA have gone by the wayside, but so have the expensive and exclusive costs that came with such luxury. The first commercial flight was in 1914, but it wasn't until the 1920s that more people were able to take advantage thanks to the development of multi-engine airplanes. Back in the 40s, getting from New York to Los Angeles was an all-day affair, and costs have evolved as well. A cross-country flight between Los Angeles and Boston cost $4,439 in 1941, $916 in 1978, $409 in 2015, and a mere $120 in 2024. These prices are adjusted for inflation. And as if that isn't shocking enough, the trip in the 1940s took over 15 hours and had 12 stops along the way. For perspective, that trip today is between 5 and 6 hours. And keep in mind that in 2024, cost can easily be lower than $120. And this list will help you find those ultra cheap flights. Most of us know about Google Flights. You type in a destination or some dates, and the website will generate all options on all airlines. Seems like that would be your cheapest website. And while it can show you many options, it isn't meant for hidden discounts. Other consolidators like Expedia and Orbitz are great when combined with hotels or rental cars. But what if you just want to book a flight? Let's talk about some secret discounts that no airline wants you to know about. Number 9 is Google Flights, but the lesser-known features that help you circumnavigate more expensive flights. The Explore feature allows users to see prices for various destinations on a map, while the price graph and date grid display fare trends to identify the cheapest days to fly. Users can track flight prices and receive alerts when they drop, and personalized tips suggest alternate airports or dates for savings. Filters for airline alliances and carbon emissions information help travelers make informed choices, while the multi-city trip search and detailed baggage fee information simplify complex itineraries and budgeting. These tools make Google Flights a comprehensive resource for finding affordable, convenient, and eco-friendly flights. Number 8 is Seat Guru. Seat Guru is valuable for booking cheap flights due to its detailed seat maps, airline reviews, and comprehensive travel information. By offering insights into seat quality, legroom, and amenities, it helps travelers avoid unnecessary premium costs. This is especially helpful for extra tall travelers, as they can often find themselves with their knees jammed into the seat in front of them. The site also provides links to booking partners and comparison tools to find the best deals, as well as detailed baggage policies to avoid Spirit and Frontier-like surprise baggage fees. This site will help you find the most cost-effective flights, in a seat you are comfortable with, and no hidden fees. While not a booking site itself, its resources help travelers make informed decisions and save money on flights. Number 7 is Airfare Watchdog. This site may seem straightforward at first. You type in a destination and dates, and voila! What makes this site different is that they have a human crew. According to their website, their results aren't just generated by AI or some other internet-generated algorithm. Prices always change, and this site gives you the most up-to-date pricing as it's posted. They search over 20,000 routes around the world. No gimmicks, no tricks. Just a group of avid travelers scouring the internet for the best flight deals. Number 6 is Going, formerly known as Scott's Cheap Flights. Going is a pay-to-play website that tracks flights to over 900 destinations for you. There are 3 subscription options. The first one is free. This is for the lay traveler who wants to get a feel for the website and just needs a flight alert every now and then. The next subscription is the premium option for only $49 per year, and this is for the more seasoned traveler. You simply register your home airport, and the website will scour hundreds of flights and locations, sending you the cheapest alerts as they come. The Elite membership is $199 per year. The difference between Premium and Elite is that the Elite will search First, Business, and Economy Plus classes. According to the website, You can access flights up to 40 to 90% cheaper than booking directly through the airline based on your own search. You can book 2 to 6 months out, and the site finds routes with the fewest layovers. This is a great site for more seasoned travelers, or those willing to go where the wind takes them. One unique feature of this site is that you can just type in your home airport, and it will generate cheap flights to over 900 destinations as they come. So maybe you never thought about going to Iceland, but this site offers Boston to Reykjavik for only $100 round trip. And for those skeptics out there, that was a real price found on the site. Number 5, and technically 4, is a 2-for-1, and that's Jet Radar and Kayak. These are the consolidator of consolidators. Both sites search multiple other consolidators, airlines, and booking websites to get the cheapest flights. This is pretty straightforward. You select your destination and dates, and it will generate results based on scouring the internet. The website boasts flights as cheap as $37 from Nashville to New York, and New York to London for $162. For $276, you can get from Los Angeles all the way to Sydney, Australia. Both websites allow you to search in multiple languages and cover the globe with international destinations. The downside is that these are not booking companies. They will direct you to the company from where they found the flight, and those rates are subject to change once you are redirected, though they tend to be pretty reliable if you are booking at the time you found the cheap fare. Also, be cautious that these two companies don't upsell you expensive flight insurance. Both companies have terrible customer service, so we always would recommend booking directly from the airline provider. Ask anyone who booked trips that they were supposed to take in 2020. Whereas people who booked directly through the airline had an easier time getting refunded, those who booked through third-party websites had to wait a year in some cases to get their money back. Number 3 is secret flying. This is a real thorn in the airline's side, as it targets an airline's mistake. So, how does it work? The website was started by entrepreneur Tariq Alag in response to the airline's pain point of, price mistakes. Sometimes airlines make pricing errors. According to Alag, these glitches don't happen in any set pattern, and it would be a shot in the dark for the average traveler to notice. But enter Tariq Alag. He founded the website to keep flyers informed by quickly spotting and publishing them on the site. It's that simple. The airline makes a mistake, and his website catches it. If you can jump on and book before the error is fixed, you can benefit from the mistake. Number 2 is Kiwi. Its website says we hacked the system and that they book cheap flights that other sites simply cannot find. What sets Kiwi apart is that it can aggregate flight rates from sites that don't typically cooperate with online consolidators or search engines. The downside of Kiwi is that it's a booking website, which means getting a refund can be a hassle. This also came to light during the COVID pandemic, when flights were canceled by the airline or due to government restrictions. Kiwi was not quick to refund customers' money. After all, they are just the booking agency, and they did their job by booking your flight. If the flight was canceled, it was a problem between you and the airline, to which the airline would often reply, well, this is a problem between you and Kiwi. This puts users in a vicious cycle. Of course, the pandemic was unprecedented and will likely not cause the same headache twice in a lifetime. But again, the best practice would be to utilize these websites to find the deal, but then book directly from the airline when at all possible. And number 1 is hands down the best one. This deserves to be number 1 on principle. Their website claims that they expose loopholes in airfare that no one wants you to know about. You have to be careful with this one though. Their techniques, while perfectly legal, violate the terms of your ticket in some cases. Here's how it works. Let's say you want to book a flight from Nashville to Baltimore. The cost of the ticket may seem expensive, especially when you also found a flight from Nashville to New York City for half the cost. And to make matters more irritating, the cheap flight to New York has a layover in Baltimore. Why would I pay $300 to fly to Baltimore when I can fly to New York with a layover in Baltimore for $107? That is where Skiplag comes into play. They will do the research for you and book you on the flight to New York. Then, all you have to do is get off in Baltimore and not reboard the second flight to New York. The downside is that you cannot check luggage, because if you check luggage, your bags will continue on to New York without you. Why is this against many airline policies? Well, because when you inevitably don't board your second flight, the crew will often delay the flight slightly, looking for you. They may announce your name at the gate several times. After all, they know you boarded the original flight. And if you did check bags, they have to reconcile baggage with passengers, which causes a massive inconvenience to everyone on the plane. All that to be said, this practice is not illegal and can save you hundreds of dollars.